seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Wait, set. Wait, Mike 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. 20! Touchdown, Cardinals! Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals 7, Bengals nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. 21. 80 weapon.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
At their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Wait, 10, 53. Two times. 11. Hey, check it.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
an 8-yard pickup. First down, Arizona.
Wait, 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Regular. Regular.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, none takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, ball 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go. 180. 59. Mike to 59. Check.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markevious Mingo leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's get it.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Check curls.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
Wait, set, wide, 20. Check, 59. Watch one. Check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Arizona.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bengals, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 20.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cardinals 14. Bengals, nothing.
Here we go. 180. 59. Watch the run. They're running it. Mike spot 9. 2.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go. 180.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
All day, baby, all day.
Garoppolo. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's another Bengals
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the screen.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Everyone's got 4 down. Watch 8-9.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Wide, get wide.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, the 20, 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now it's Tate. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with the
ampersand?
I like it.
Bullet good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I smell fear in that offense. Check 26, check 26.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Easy. Sugar.
To throw again. Brady. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Cardinals.
That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters. He just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Chris Jones on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Brady. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Again, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it's knocked away and incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Brady.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch that. Hey, wahoo. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. I got Brady. Hey.
Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And he missed it. It's no good. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now on 2nd and 16. Brady. Out left to Anderson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Lamar Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. There's Garoppolo to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he finds McDonald. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tight end right.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
61. Match box. No, 66.
Now it's Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
72. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady on the right side. This is Miller. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Brady now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11,
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
He's not going to get me.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he completes it to Cohen. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go. 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Kyler Fackrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Regular.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Arizona.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 2nd down, Blunt. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
First down, Cardinals.
Wait, 20. Check right 54. Line 54. Curly.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense.